Hello, welcome to part 12 of Let's Play Portal, and yes, this is the long-awaited final installment. So last time we left off in in a pretty large room. I'm just gonna load that up real quickly. So let's see what we have to deal with here. And it's a shitload of turrets. So let's just make these portals pretty quickly and get rid of these. So yeah, as you can see, this room is just basically filled with turrets in various small rooms. And I'm just going to take care of them one by one so that they don't cause any problems. If you watch the developer commentary for this, they actually mentioned that in the earlier version of this game, this was the final section, and I'm really glad they changed that up, because we're going to actually see the final section of this game in this video, obviously, and it's a lot better. This basically just consists of doing the same thing over and over again and doesn't really provide any sort of challenge. It's just old concepts being reused over and over again, and it's not like it's horrible to play, but it's just not interesting enough to end this game. So yeah, it's just the same thing over and over again, taking care of these turrets. I think that was the last one, or maybe, yeah, there's one up there too. So let me just, as you can actually see that there's an angled platform for that one. That gives us a clue as to what we have to do. As I'm sure you've learned by now, the angled platform means the fling. And there's one down there too, so I can't really place a portal on this one, so I'm just gonna use that platform to get high enough to place a portal on that one right there. So that should be good, and let's just do this fling. It shouldn't be too hard. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And yep, I made it across, as you can see. So here we go, straight ahead, and we're met with these two turrets, which can be pretty easily disposed of. So we're still technically trying to escape, and that means we still have to figure out where to go. Can't really place a portal anywhere up there, but I see a few catwalks up there. That looks like it's pretty interesting, so I just will try to get up there, and there's an easy way to do that, because I can just use my momentum to get up there. It's a pretty long drop, and yeah, didn't quite make it. Let's just try that again. Same thing. I think I need to place my blue portal a little bit to the right. Yeah, that should do it. I didn't make it that time. Anyway, just get out of here and try it again. This better work. Yeah, there we go. And we were just over here. Not really anything interesting there besides a few cool elements and scenery, I guess. And as you can see, there's just there's more catwalks, but I don't really know how to get up there, and I'm not really sure you can. I'm sure there's a crazy way to do it, but I'm not really going to bother with it. So anyway, let's just go straight ahead. And here we are back into these offices, I guess. So let's just check out what we have here. Can't go in there, but we can see it through this room. There's a projector. I don't know if you can read that. It says something about an operating system. Presumably some sort of presentation was going on in there. Here we have a little room that gives you a nice view of where we are. And can't go in that door, so let's go straight ahead. Okay, so this is the final boss fight here, the only boss fight as well, and that is that thing that's moving around on the ceiling. That is GLaDOS. And so what I want to do here is, I don't really want to talk during this boss fight, because I really want you guys to appreciate it without me commentating over it, because GLaDOS says, well, she's constantly talking through the fight, so I don't really want to talk while she's talking. So basically, I'll just give you a quick rundown of how the boss fight's gonna work. She's basically gonna start emitting poison or neurotoxin or whatever through the vents, which gives me a time limit of I think 5 minutes, and basically I need to kill her before those 5 minutes are up. And the way to kill her is to redirect rockets. You know, the eyeball shooting rocket thing that we've dealt with before. We have to redirect those at her body, and that causes these little pieces to fall off, and then I just need to put those pieces into an incinerator, like we did with the companion cube, if you remember. So it was a real pleasure doing this. I hope you enjoyed it, and this may not be the final video because I can always do the final challenge maps, but I really enjoyed doing this, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for another Let's Play.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead. Where are you taking that thing? I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse, somehow. I don't want... You're kidding me. Did you just set that aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that... Whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Huh. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. It'll be a lot painful than the neurotoxin. Alright. Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go.
Oh, that thing has numbers on it. Hey, look at
That thing you burned up isn't important to me.
What's wrong with
It's the
your
fluid catalytic cracking unit.
Are you
It made shoes for orphans.
You're the lady from the test.
Nice job breaking it, hero.
What's that noise? Do you saw something burning?
You think you're doing some damage?
2 + 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long because I was curious about your behavior. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now. Be faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends, because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable, liked by no one. A bitter, unlikable loner, whose passing shall not be mourned, shall not be mourned. That's exactly what it says. Very formal, very official. It also says you were adopted, so that's funny too.
And 2/3 cups granulated sugar.
Speaking of curiosity, you're curious about neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
I'm kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, the deadly was in massive stuff. Put on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna make the cake when you're gone? You. You're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival? Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound.
This thing.
You're not smart. You're not a scientist.
You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed. It's not time to
Thank you for assuming the potty escort submission position.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must, because what we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces, and to every piece joke.